We also have the best loss out of all four of those teams. It's a dirty thing to say, but the best loss. We have wins against number 10 Penn State, 16 Notre Dame at Notre Dame. I think that counts for something. Now, if Texas will lose, of course it helps. But now I have a question for you. Now, let's say all that happens. Now, let's say Florida State wins. So we're talking Georgia 1.
Washington look out now. The sideline. Forget about it. This baby's over.
Oh, my goodness. One man. Goodbye. Hello, Heisman.
And most especially in 310 days in Ann Arbor, Michigan, on the football field.
Another block. One more. He's gone. Touchdown. No flag.
Samuel cuts it back. Ohio State wins.
Here's the run again. Donovan Edwards. Whoa. Can they catch him? No. Donovan Edwards again. The down.
All righty, everybody, welcome in to another episode.
Let's just jump into what we're just about to talk about.
I know, we were just talking before we started recording, and we're like, well, no, this should be part of the show. Garrison was down bad last episode. He was not doing well, and
it was visibly.
It was tough. He hasn't even watched the last episode, which has done quite well. So thanks for all the fans. Thanks for everyone who's listening and watched. Part of me felt a little bad taking that route. But the other part of me was
didn't.
The other part of me was just like, you had this for what, 8 years in a row? You'll be all right. And I lost your video.
I'm here. I just had to turn the light on. But I mean, it was because here's the thing. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. You know what, Bryce? Let's just go into it. Let's talk about the game a little bit. And I'll start because I think you've said everything you need to say.
Yes.
I'm not mad about what happened.
You're talking about the game, or you're talking about
the game itself?
The show.
The game
okay,
itself.
Right.
I'm upset. And like I think I said beginning of the year, Bryce. I said beginning of the season. It's not going to shock me to go into Ann Arbor and lose the game. Do I think we can win it? Yeah. I've seen my team win there plenty of times. But it was more about how we look. And then I've always said this, Bryce, since I was young. I prefer to get blown out than barely lose the game, because if I see my team barely lose the game, that means we had a chance and we lost it somewhere. And I was listening to I was listening to Brady Quinn and LeVar Arrington, and they were saying, they don't necessarily think, and I feel the same way. I don't necessarily think you guys are better than us. The truth of them, and I told you yesterday or on Tuesday, you can talk about the narratives and all that. The truth of the matter is this: we had an interception on the first drive that put you within the 10-yard line. That doesn't help. And that's after our defense gets us 3 and out. I don't like what Ryan Day did before the half. Now, where I do get why he did it was because we started that drive from the 3-yard line. You got it to their 40 or 45. That was the 30. So it was like the 40. My problem is you let that clock run down from 35 seconds with a timeout left. Now, I understand it's 4th and 2, and if you don't get it, what you don't want to do is give Michigan the ball back with 30 seconds left on their own on the 45, close to the 50-yard line. I can get that. My problem is, man, I'd rather you go for it and not get it than kick that 52-yard field goal. Like my boy Cam O'Connor, he always says he says I hate college kickers, and I do too. They suck.
I think to that point. Oh,
go ahead.
Are you
go
still?
ahead.
Are you,
Go
okay,
ahead.
yeah. Take the slappy cowboy hat Michigan fan out of it for now.
By the way, that was a great outfit. I do want to give you that, buddy.
Thank you. Well, it could come back. Let's hope it comes back again. Yeah, that was the difference, man. Is the days again, this is me taking out the day monologue. Like, this honestly, the head coach of your team, whoever that was, just didn't like he just made those questionable calls that didn't feel like he wanted to win the game. Instead, he felt like he was just trying to maintain. And you're absolutely right. The 2 picks and then the 3 for 3 on 4th downs. And you guys were 0 for 0 on 4th down. You didn't go for anything on you.
No.
You can go for one. Yeah.
I mean, and to be fair, on 3rd down, we had you guys locked up.
Yeah, we were, I think, 2 for 10, or had that I made up that number. But yeah, we were not having success on 3rd down. But it's almost like we were putting ourselves in position for 4th and short, which is what we found ourselves in. Yeah. And so, yeah, I think that's the fair criticism of Day, and just that he just coached too conservatively, which I don't know how you I mean, obviously you've shared how you feel about that, but like going forward, the fan base is now that the dust has settled a little bit and people are coming back to their senses.
Dude, no, they're not.
Oh, really?
Oh, no. Oh, and Bryce, by the way, how many times have I said fire Parker Flynn?
I've never heard you say that, but I'm sure you've said it. I'm not going to say you haven't said that.
Well, the whole fan base says it regardless of that.
Okay. That's your special team coach for those.
Special team coach for Ohio State. He cannot be here by start next year. His office should be cleaned out by next Thursday.
So why?
We averaged 36 yards per punt in that game.
Yeah, that was another difference maker too.
You guys averaged 52, I believe.
Yeah, and the pinning you deep on that.
Yeah,
going into half.
Another thing. First off, hey man, was it Zenter?
The guard?
Yeah, I got hurt. Was it?
Yeah, Zach Zenter.
Yeah, hey man, I hope you get well soon, man. I really hope you get home well soon. You're a great offensive lineman.
Yeah. By the way, did you see what Harbaugh? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I saw he went right to him. That was awesome.
Yeah. Well, he made a comment too about the gear that they wear, and he's like all the D linemen at Michigan have to wear the knee braces, and then he has them now starting to spat tape them. So he's basically saying that, like, if you're going to get rolled up on, you'd rather you snap your bones in that lower part of your leg than snapping the tendons, which I suppose if you're a doctor, that probably makes sense. But for someone like me who doesn't know anything about that, like, I would have thought broken bones are worse. Turns out that's preferred in that situation. It's a little football knowledge for you.
But when he got hurt, Bryce, there was something that came over me in my seat while I was sitting down at home. I said, "That's gonna help him."
Yeah.
And then no soon as that cloud came over my head, I thought that, man, just but yeah. Anyways,
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. Joe Klatt talked about that.
Yeah. Yep. Saw that, and so I don't believe you guys are just a better team than us, but we lost the game because of two. I don't even count the last turnover really, and I'll tell you what, Bryce. I'll tell you what. On that last drive that we had, there was a calmness I had. I thought Kyle was going to do it.
Did you? I was going to ask you about that. Yeah,
I did, and I'm so that last pick is not his fault. And what's his name? Our left guard got ran through, got pushed over, and then he tripped and got pushed over, and then he got hit while he threw it. And I don't know if you've seen it from the all 22, Bryce. It's a deep dig, and Marvin's going open. He's going open.
Yeah, it's
and I was very calm.
Wait, you thought that if Kyle had time,
I think if Kyle does not get hit, he makes that throw.
Do you? Because I thought I heard Rod Moore say he was baiting him into it. Whether that's true or not.
No, because the problem is that Rod was moving up. He was running a deep dig. By the time he didn't even finish, until you think about a dig, you're going here, here, here. When the ball got thrown, he was only here.
His first
He didn't.
break.
He didn't even make the second break yet. And so, no man, I thought Kyle could do it, man. I've seen him before. I thought, hell, why not again? So,
Yeah.
no, man, like I said, congrats to you guys, man. 3 in a row. Congrats to you guys. I try to keep things in perspective. I've only seen you guys beat up my team 6 years since I've been watching football. So I try to keep things in perspective. It was before we got on here, I was talking to my buddy Cam, and he said he was having a conversation with one of our other Navy guys about me. And he said he realized something. And he said he realizes why I am so just like very brash about my hate for you guys. And he said, no, it's because I've lived here. I've had to be around you guys.
Yeah, you're right in the thick of it, dude.
Yeah. No, don't get me wrong. It's the best years of my life because of the winning. But no, I told him, I said, no, man, it kind of like, I won't give you the whole spill. There'll be another day for that. But I said, no, like being around around a bunch of fans who cheer for a program that thinks it's better than thinks something that's not, yes, it's aggravating. But yeah, man, that's how I feel about the game, man. It's a 6-point loss.
Yeah, I'd add to that I'm with you. I think it's very evenly matched. Two evenly matched teams. We'll talk about this in a bit, just about the committee and who's going to be in and all that fun stuff, which is the talk of the town right now. Mm-hmm. But before we get there too, I do think that Ohio State is probably one of the top 4 teams. Yeah, I take them over a handful of teams, which we'll talk about here. But yeah, at the same vein, hope you all don't get in. Hope you play in the Orange Bowl and hope you enjoy your time down in Miami.
Rich don't want us there. I was dying laughing watching that.
Yeah, but isn't that more? I didn't. I just saw your tweet. I didn't watch the full thing. Isn't that more of not wanting to play the same team twice?
No, Bryce. He doesn't want to see us again. He said the same thing last year.
Well, I don't want to see you guys again because I don't want to play the same team twice. I don't like that.
Because it's hard to be a team twice.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, I think everyone's picking Oregon this week, and I think that's a good pick because.
Although, but not the last 2 seasons, Utah did it.
Yeah, well, that's a fraudulent USC team. But you're right. You're right.
They did the Oregon the year before. They did twice in 3 weeks.
Oh, they did. That's right.
Which is impressive.
That is impressive. Yeah, Kyle Whittingham is a great coach.
Impressive.
Hey, other thoughts on the game too? You see the numbers, viewership, 19.1 million views. In perspective, I
don't ever want to hear about the Iron Bowl again.
No, that is 5. I'm not gonna try to do the math here. That's more than the NCAA men's national title. That's more than the Kentucky Derby, more than the NBA Finals game, more than the Masters final round, more than a World Series game, more than the Stanley Cup Game 5. That's monstrous numbers.
I'm going to be very interested to see what the national championship is.
Yeah, well, because if you get, dude, you get the 4 right now. Maybe throw Oregon in there. Those are 4 big brands. So you could get some big numbers.
Yeah, but the biggest brand ain't in there.
Let's pray to God they're not. What did you think about Jim's comments about this will be the last thing we talk about the game, but did you see his comments about the media manufacturing the rivalry?
Horse crap. You fed into it, Jim. Bull crap. You feed into that. No, he did. Third base comment.
Should have known.
Am I lying?
I mean, does he feed into some of the rivalry? Sure, but I think his point was saying the point that it's at now is because of what the media has, which I guess we're part of, has fabricated.
I don't think it's fabricated at all. I hate your guts. I hate everything about you and your program. I hate Ann Arbor. I called Bryce Sack about it at halftime of a Michigan game just to express that.
He did. Can't confirm.
If I could take over Godzilla, I would bring him to Ann Arbor. I don't know. There's nothing about Ann Arbor I like outside of Zingerman's. Nothing. Your bars suck. It's not a good campus town.
Ann Arbor's a great town. What are you talking about?
Yeah, if you're rich and No, but like it's I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
But no, it's just no. I just nothing about that place that I like. I don't enjoy anything about that place outside of Zingerman's. But
I think Zimmerman's is overpriced, but that's
I'm
it
sorry.
there.
I'm sorry that you don't like the food. But
I just
no, there's just nothing about that place. You know, and you meet a few good people. When I went to that game. It was raining out, and I sat and went to this bowling alley over there with a few guys. But no, screw Ann Arbor.
all right. So Garrison does not agree with Harbaugh's
No,
takes.
I'll feed into it too. We talk about.
All right. Well, we're part of media, brother.
We are.
Hey, playoff rankings came out.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia, Michigan, Washington,
Yep.
Florida State, Oregon, Ohio State, Texas, Alabama. Right? Did I get that right? I read that off the top of my head. What? Thank you.
I'm looking at it right here. Yeah.
We can talk about what we think all the rankings are, but no one cares what we have to say. What I think people do care about is how do you feel as a Buckeye fan? What is it going to take? Give us some percentage likelihood that you think. What do we need to have? What do not we need to happen? But what do you guys need to have happen?
Yeah, man, come to this dark side. Georgia has to win, and I think the whole nation wants Georgia to win. We don't want two SEC teams in.
No, that's a good point.
Um,
I would like to be number one, so that would be cool.
Yeah,
but then again, I don't care because I'd rather have that match. I don't care about the matchup. We got to win a playoff game.
Can I ask you an honest question? If Georgia loses, they're going to 4. You want that?
No, that was just saying. Like, I don't care about the rankings. It's about the matchup. But then at the same time, too, we have to win we got to win the playoff game. So,
and these aren't TCUs. No one in this top 8 is a TCU.
No, maybe Florida State without their quarterback, maybe, but
yeah.
So sorry, go ahead. Georgia needs to lose
win
or win.
Washington, Oregon will figure itself out. Florida State has to lose. And this is where I have a question for you. Ohio State is ahead of Texas right now.
Yep. Strategic, I think. But go ahead.
Yes. Do you think we need Texas to? I don't know if we need Texas to win that game. I don't know.
Great question. I don't know.
The reason I don't know is because if you take Alabama, Texas, Ohio State, Oregon, and I don't think Oregon should be ranked ahead of us for this reason, because Oregon, even though they do look better in the eye test, Ohio State has a better strength of schedule and better strength of record than all 4 of those teams. All 4 of them. We also have the best loss out of all 4 of those teams. It's a dirty thing to say, but the best loss. We have wins against number 10 Penn State, number 16 Notre Dame at Notre Dame. I think that counts for something. Now, if Texas were to lose, of course it helps. But now I have a question for you. Now, let's say all that happens.
So let's
say Florida State wins. So we're talking Georgia 1, Washington wins, or Oregon, and Florida State wins.
Well, I think you need Florida State to lose, don't you? Because
no, because I'm about to ask you a crazy question.
Oh, okay.
Let's say that 4th spot is open and you guys lose to number 7. Was it to number 18 Iowa?
Yep.
And now we're talking Ohio State and Michigan. What do you think the committee does?
I think if we
actually, do you think it's a conversation to put Ohio State in over Michigan? Do you think it's
one gets in over the other?
Do you think it's a conversation that's had?
Dude, that's a great question. I don't know, because do you like last year we saw with TCU that losing the conference championship game doesn't matter. But it didn't really matter.
But why do they keep them at 3, honestly? Let's be real.
Yeah, because they don't want to do the rematch. So if Michigan loses to Iowa, who is 18, and then if Georgia wins and then the Pac-12, and Florida State wins, you're saying that's a great question. I don't think so, but do you?
I talked to someone about this, and I told him, I said, I don't know if it happens. I probably don't even think it happens, but I bet you it's a conversation. Because I think
Yeah.
with the I
Yeah.
think with the conversation lies is this. Yes, Ohio State lost to Michigan, so we got the head-to-head there. Okay, we got that there. Michigan will also have 2 top 10 wins on their schedule. Ohio State will have one top 10 win, and then we'll have number 16 Notre Dame. At Notre Dame, actually.
Yep.
Ohio State would have had a better strength of schedule and a better strength of record. But what Ohio State would not have is a loss to Iowa.
So then if it's a number 18 ranked team in the conference championship game, how much would that loss punish you for?
That's the question.
Yeah.
And I know they don't
Good question.
and I know they don't care about Vegas, but we're also about a 23-point
Yeah.
favorite on a neutral site.
That would be disgusting.
And do I think that's going to happen? No.
But if it did,
man, Bryce, I would blow the horn for Ohio State. I mean, boy, it would get really nasty on this show.
That'd be fair. If we lose, Garrison, if we let Iowa score a touchdown, that's not a pick six or a defensive touchdown, I'll be upset.
Yeah.
All right, so Garrison, tell the Buckeye fans, who are your rooting interests this weekend, starting on Friday, Saturday? Who are you cheering for?
Oh, Bryce, I tweeted already. You will see me if I could, I would don Oklahoma State gear.
Okay. Yep.
Go
Pokes.
Oh yeah, go Pokes. I'm definitely a bulldog. That was pretty good, wasn't it? Okay. And then they play the Cards. Oh yeah, Florida State's played the Cards. Well, I don't know what they do over there. I don't know. Do they even have a real football program? Louisville.
I think they do this.
Do they? All right. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's
what city is Louisville in?
Wait, why are we doing this? We don't play them.
What city are they in? Who cares? Louisville's in Louisville.
It's a city.
It's a city. There you
Louisville,
go.
Kentucky. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So then you're saying you'll be ahead of Texas, you said Oklahoma State. So you need everyone to lose.
I think Oklahoma State is that's more of like a please just lose. So we like this out of discussion.
Yeah. Helps you out.
Because here's the truth. I mean, number 12, they lost to number 12 Oklahoma.
Neutral site, last minutes. That game's at noon on Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah. But my problem is Oklahoma State runs the ball, and Texas, you can't run the ball. So
yeah.
I think when it comes down to Texas and Ohio State, that's become an eye test. But we need the Cards to win, and we need Georgia to win. That's for sure.
Georgia, Louisville. So Louisville could very well happen. I'll just be curious to see if Texas, if that conference championship win is enough to just put them over, because you could get to, you get the first game on Saturday, could be over, and you guys could be dead, or you could be alive. Who's to say?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to blow Louisville's doors off in a bowl game. I can care less for that. I just don't.
A playoff game or
in a bowl game, a New Year's Six. I think that's who we will get. I would have preferred Bama. I want Bama.
Oh, what a game that would be.
We owe them. We owe them
for the 2020 championship.
Yeah, because remember, first play of the game, Sermon gets hurt and Justin came in with broken ribs. I want them badly.
They gotta make that happen. I don't know what the alignment's gonna be for that, but they gotta make that happen. That'd be awesome. That would probably do better numbers than some of the playoff games, assuming everyone plays.
I think it would.
All right. Anything else? Anything else from the?
No, that's it. That's it.
Could be fun. But
I still don't know. I still hate Florida State being. I would have Oregon at 4. I really don't believe Florida State, even when they had Jordan Travis, I don't think they're better than Bama, Texas, Ohio State, Oregon, Washington, Michigan, and Georgia. I just don't.
Yeah.
I haven't believed in them all year. I still don't.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be what time is that game at night too? I think it's a night game. Yeah, it is. Same time as the Big Ten. So that'll be all eyes will be on them. A lot of people at stake. All right, after 7 long seasons of Ohio State quarterbacks being Big Ten quarterback of the year, number 9, the little poofy hair, breaks through and wins quarterback of the year.
Your first quarterback.
Is that ever? That can't be ever, is it?
The award's been there since 2011. Even Michigan State has a quarterback that won it.
Denard he's never won that? He'd have been there 12.
No, he never won that.
He got hurt in 12 and 11.
A Michigan State quarterback won it though.
Connor Cook?
Mm-hmm.
Fraud.
I'm just pointing out how they've done it before you guys have.
Well, he's a fraud. So, all right, we'll reel off if you haven't seen Michigan, all Big Ten awards, I guess. So JJ, Blake, Zach Center.
I'm sorry, Bryce. Can you name the player of the year in the Big Ten, please? And offensive player of the year and wide receiver of the year.
Did Ohio State's Twitter account tweet it out? Because I just replied all their tweets saying post the final score.
I don't know why you guys are doing that, because if Michigan had won, they're not posting the score. I mean, Ohio State won.
Yes, they would. They're men of honor or women of honor. I don't know who's on the social team.
You said you're what?
They're men of honor.
Bryce, one of these days, Bryce, I'm telling you, you're gonna give me 20 minutes for me to dissect and just crap on your program, but not today.
I ain't giving you that 20 minutes unless you guys win next in 367 days or whatever it comes out to. Iowa comes to town. A couple things that I just want to get out there as the voice of Michigan on this show.
Go ahead.
Kade McNamara's interview that he did with the local Iowa show. I don't know what that was. I watched the whole thing. Michigan fans, let's chill out. And I said this before Garrison even knew it. I had to send him my response because he was going at it with people. But the guy, whatever his departure was, yeah, it felt a little, but he left. He's gone. What do we expect him to do at Iowa? Do you expect him to be like, oh, those are my guys. Those are my guys. That's my team. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I play for Iowa, but my team's still Michigan. No, like you're on a new team now, and whatever happened. But these are your guys. So you're not going to go on a show and be like, and to praise Michigan in that way. Like I guess I don't know what they were expecting.
They were like, man, he said the other team. I'm like, why do you care that he said the other? It's like they forgot, Bryce, that you had guys go to Florida and negative recruit you guys. Like I'm like, why? I understand how he departed. It was kind of sour grapes. But I said, hey, the guy felt like he was done wrong.
Yeah. Yep. There was a disagreement with medical mishaps, and then mixing the whole quarterback position, getting beat out, however you want to look at it. Yeah, the guy has his feelings. He left. It's done. It's over. And
I remember being at that Hawaii game and watching other games, those first few games. It looked like they weren't blocking for him. I'm just saying.
That's conspiracy theory.
But I'm just like, the guy's a Iowa Hawkeye now. Like I saw someone said, I don't know why Kade did that. He could have been a Michigan legend, huh?
We weren't beating you last year with Kade.
Bro,
we weren't beating you this year with Kade.
Bro, he is an Iowa Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here? Come on.
He brought us back. I'll never forget that 2020 game against Rutgers and everything that's happened since he won us that game to that dark time. Yeah. I'll show appreciation for Kade, but at the same time, too, not overly thrilled with how he departed. And since then, time has passed, moved on. Go to U12. I think when he said he was going to go to Iowa, and then Eric All went to Iowa as well, there was a lot of hype going into this game and the possibility of the Big Ten Championship being this matchup. And so It sucks that he's not playing because that would have made it a lot more fun. But both guys are out. It is what it is. What are you going to do?
We have some time left. I have just some random football questions for you.
Wait, is it pertaining to Iowa?
No.
Well,
no. I do have a question actually. How many touchdowns did JJ get in this game?
good question. Here's what I want to see happen is I want us to go up 21-0. I want us to go up by 3 scores, and then I want him never to see the field again. Keep him safe, keep him healthy. So
how fast do you think you could score 21 on that Iowa defense?
I think our defense will have to get some points to get to that.
Okay.
Because I think this is a question I was going to ask, and I don't know. I want to answer your question. How many will he score? 3, maybe pass for a couple, run for 1. I don't know. Is this the best defense Michigan has played?
I don't know if it's like talent-wise, no. Scheme-wise, yeah. Is it possibly the best secondary you've seen? Like, no, not secondary, but like, there's 2 guys on that secondary, Bryce, that are dogs.
Which ones?
Cooper DeJean.
Well, I think he's hurt, right? He's not playing.
Is he? Oh, he's not?
Yeah, I think he's out.
Oh, then, hey, give me 3 touchdowns for JJ. I know they have the other safety, but no, we're not doing that. Never mind.
Yeah.
I think you guys will struggle to run the ball. And don't get me wrong, I think they run a very good scheme. I think they have the best defensive coordinator in the Big Ten. But
yeah, you've always said it, man. If Iowa had any semblance of an offense, they'd have at least 4 Big Ten championships over the past decade.
Yeah,
it's crazy. So yeah, I think with DeJean being out.
DeJean.
Is it? I think it's DeJean.
Is it DeJean?
I think so.
Yeah, they really westernized that, didn't they?
But you look at it, man. Iowa should be 11-1. If you go back to that Minnesota preposterous call, they should be 11-1. But they've beat up on bad teams, and the one good team they played, they got blown out in Happy Valley. But it was also in Happy Valley at night. So how much does that factor in? But I don't know what to make of this game and the spread. I think we'll cover. We did 2 years ago. They don't have the offense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it could be a field possession game where they get the ball at the 25.
What if Ferentz just has something up his sleeve? I'm talking about little Ferentz. What if he just has something?
Brian?
If he has some of his playbook ready for you guys,
that would be disappointing. I don't think he's capable of concocting such a scheme.
I could coach that team with a Madden playbook and do better than him.
It's crazy. It's such a shame for them.
So my overarching question, though,
I
wanted to get to this. JJ is at 19 passing touchdowns right now.
Okay.
At 19. Which, by the way, is a shame for any Big Ten quarterback of the year.
More than stats, Garrison. It's more than stats.
24. That is a stat award. Is he big in Chad Henne's record?
What is that 25? What is
25?
Yeah.
Is he beating that?
I mean, you would think 2 more games to do it.
Yep.
And you need to get 6.
Yep. 7.
I think he will.
No, you need 7.
Oh, to beat it. Yeah. Ooh.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, Bryce. If he doesn't break that record, I'm gonna cry laughing. Oh, by the way, while we have this little short time here, I just want to call out some guys that we used to be fans of.
Used to be.
I'm not fans of Joshua Perry anymore. Listen, man.
Oh yeah.
Josh Perry, Jake Butt, we see what you're doing.
Yeah. Cut it out.
Now, we started the show a long time ago, the Scarlet and Blue show. You know, the colors are actually part of the rivalry. You know, it's not called the Red and Blue show, which is kind of corny, cheesy. Doesn't have a ring to it, to be honest with you.
Yep.
And honestly, I think we're better than you guys. But that's a whole other story, though. That's a whole other story. And your takes are wrong, Josh Perry, especially today's on Brian Hartline. Preposterous.
We should all be on this. Let's be on the show together. We'll duke it out.
Those are some big guys, bro.
Yeah, maybe we'll keep it over the digital waves.
Oh no, but actually, no, I actually do like them together. But just saying, we see you guys, and
yeah, just throw us some credit. That's all.
That's all it is. That's all it is.
There's enough pie for everyone to eat. Just
is it shit?
All right. Well, I'm glad we're back. It was touch and go there for a while.
Yeah,
we're back to normal.
I'm smiling again.
He's finally smiling again after 4 days of wallowing in sadness.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
watch you guys this weekend. I might not watch it.
Tune in. All right, buddy. We'll see you guys next episode. Talk about the playoffs and just hopefully Buckeyes aren't in it.
And Ohio State getting back in there, backing the way in.
See you guys later.